I'm trying to put it all together. Well, I don't know. I put it all together for myself. Okay, let's go. Last week as part of the occupation forces. Well, where have you been?
On the 30s, they took us
June. May.
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 May 30th, we were taken to Mironovka. I received a rifle and a bulletproof vest. On the 31st, I was already in Bakhmut. On the 1st, they gathered us in the morning and told us to leave on. Come and be ready.
Yes.
Closer to evening, at about 3-4 o'clock, we reached the point where we were told to go in Bakhmut. A car with 4 people picked us up, and they also transferred us, to the outskirts of Ivanovka. Not even Ivanovka, but to the very outskirts of Bakhmut. From there we got to the outskirts of Ivanovka, it turns out, through a field.
How big was your gang?
There were 4 people in our company.
That's what he says in our company.
Well, because I'll explain why, because out of these 4 people, after 24 hours, one said that my heart was failing, I can go, he was constantly lying down, and the second guy got lost. Well, deserted, so to speak.
You say it as if you were sorry.
Well, I'm sorry that I didn't get lost too.
If wishes were horses...
Beggars might right.
Well, so what is this?
Before that, we came to the assembly point where we were supposed to gather. 2 more groups came and we were the last ones.
How many people you end up with?
12 people. Not 12, it turns out less.
10.
1, 2, 3, 8.
8.
8. At that moment, we were there.
The company has grown.
Of the 12 were supposed to go.
How much time has passed already?
This is the first day. Evening, morning of the second day. On the second morning we set out, they say that would lead us like a bird.
There was no bird.
There were birds, but they left with the first group, who went first and we went second.
How many of you went?
There were 3 of us, it was us that came out.
Without a bird.
We walked without a bird in the direction. They said, they explained where to go, what to look at, and they said approximately where to wait.
Terpin quests?
Yes, sure. You can't walk along the road, and behind the houses there are weeds everywhere. Everything is broken. How can you walk there, and it's unknown what lies there? That's how it was in short dashes. After about an hour, there were 2 of us left. 1 more was missing.
What kind of troops do you have that are disappearing? Well, that's good in principle. You can call it perishable, yes?
Well, you can.
Well, that's clear. Well, like the 3 of you are walking, you both turn around, 1 is gone.
Yes.
And they didn't tell you at all where you were going, what you needed to do?
Yes, we were told that we need to do as I asked. We were told that you need to... How can I explain this? Come to the point, we will take you there. At this point, you will replace the guys. I say it turns out we are going as a filling.
For replacement.
They told me you understand everything correctly. I say it's just that assaults and stuff are not my thing. I explained that this running around, well, in general, they told me everything fine.
It's not yours, but it's okay, you'll fill out.
No, filling is like you come, you sit, you watch, you report that there is movement, there are birds here, they are shouting at us, and so on. For me, filling was like I was sitting in the gardens initially, as I explained. Well, I look ahead and see that car is moving. That's all. We reached the outskirts of the village settlement. I didn't know which is correct. Well, it's probably a big village. We reached the outskirts. The first group that went in front of us was hit by a mortar.
But as far as I understand, there should have been 7 of you.
There were 4 people walking there. One said that he was wounded. He remained, as I understood initially, in the place where we were gathering. It's his personal business there. His fate, no fate, it doesn't matter. So we got there. They told us on the radio to find the group that went ahead, shout to them, find them, they don't get in touch. We decided that one person would go. Well, I had the radio, went forward, found this group. 2 wounded, one was already bandaged. We didn't see each other at first. We were sitting in the bushes shouting to each other. I radioed them and they said no way, they need to move further. Well, I told them. Then they say that those who are badly wounded should sit here and defend. I don't know who to defend against, only a martyr. In general, to the point where we were supposed to go, there were 12 people, 2 of us got there. The one who comrade was walking with me, because we were agreed to meet. There was a very strong water shelling. It was impossible to sit there. I was already in these bushes, and the one whom I found with the first group, there were just the 2 of us. We were ordered to go forward along the bird. They took us out to their own people. They were already sitting there in some kind of dugout, and they were huddled there. After which they moved us further. How can you explain this? This is not a dugout. A shell crater covered with a picket fence on top, roughly speaking. What is in the forest? Logs, not logs, branches on top. They added another person to our group, and there were 3 of us there. We were told that there was a group sitting in front of us, a group sitting behind us. As it turned out, we all sat and waited to see what would happen next. On the 3rd day of the morning, it turned out that there was only a group in front of us. It was this raving, I don't know how to explain it. There was a pass below. We were sitting here. Another group was sitting opposite on a hill. Behind and front, as I understood, there was no one then. Somewhere around 3 o'clock in the afternoon, I went on the radio that Mohammed had been spotted in our area. Be careful. I say, let's get out of this place. There's a forest nearby. Trees, bushes nearby. We're sitting here like this. They told us, no, everything is fine, sit down, everything is fine. After some time, we had rustling, steps rustling.
I understood.
To which one of those I was with started shouting, red, red, well, that's like recognizing your own. To which a burst of rifle fire issued.
Not red, then.
Well, yes. A bullet went through my hand.
Which one?
Right.
Mm-hmm. Broke the bone?
It broke one, right here.
Well, do your fingers work?
Well, this one is not very good. It doesn't push off completely, but otherwise it seems
will be
normal.
all
It's
right by the
sensitive.
waiting.
I recoiled, looked to the right. 2 of my comrades were already squeezing somewhere, like a window, not a window, I don't know, a viewing window. They were there, and I went dark. The blow was strong and everything went dark. I came to my senses because...
That's interesting phrasing. You see 2 guys retreating into the window and I went dark.
Well, basically I fell head down. I woke up to that. There was a very strong pain. Someone poking my head. I looked up. They told me hands in front of you and go out. No, they spoke Russian very well.
No way.
They spoke very well in Russian, so that I could understand. I was in such state that everything...
It's not clear who it could be.
Yes. They cut off the red tapes, the distinguishing mark. They had no marks. I understood later when we went a little further. After walking no more than 100 meters, we heard shots. They just told me, look, they want to kill you.
Freaks.
These 2, I don't know their call signs, who took me, they took me out. They bandaged my arms, they blindfolded me, and then...
Who took you prisoner?
Fifths.
Fifth Assault?
Fifths Assault.
Fifth Assault Brigade. Good job, guys. Everyone leave alike in this place. And what about your guys?
They run.
What about the we don't abandon our own?
Don't know.
Deceived you again?
I don't know what was going on in their heads. Let them management figure it out. It's not for me to judge them.
Who is to blame for all this?
In general, completely in this situation.
Well, who's to blame?
Who knows? What can they agree on there?
What do you mean?
In this situation, when I say that they left and I stayed...
This is not...
And you in general?
In general, yes.
I don't know. I'm far from politics, to be honest. What is like there? What happened?
Who attacked whom?
Who attacked? Well, it works out. Our troops entered.
No way.
Your troops have only recently entered Kursk region.
What, ours couldn't come in?
No, you didn't attack Russia.
No. Well, we're going to get ours. Are you aware that Kursk used to be part of Ukraine?
Kursk region?
Yes.
No.
Just imagine.
And then that's it. Then
And
only...
further,
The rest is...
the rest is clear. They took you apart, legs and arms separately, then glued you back together, well as all your propaganda says.
I have nothing bad to say about this.
Well, did they formed you?
No, they treated me... They treated my hand, my ear. My ear is torn here, and in short, I can't hear at all in my right ear.
Do you have another one?
Well, yes.
Everything is fine.
And that's it. Then they transferred me here.
It's clear. Okay, let's figure out who attacked whom and when. What are they saying there?
We are told that we are going to liberate the territory, which was under this, what are they called, Nazis? I only know this from TV. So what we were the first to enter, it turns out, in 22nd year.
And you didn't come in 2014.
What about 14? Crimea?
The war has been going on since 2014.
We don't talk about this.
Well, no, because you got your ass kicked in 2014.
I wasn't aware of it.
Of course you don't know. You were busy in 14. Where have you been?
Petersburg. Yes.
Mother knows you're in captivity.
I think they don't know anything at all. I didn't get in touch since when I left the last time I contacted my family. May 31st, it turns out, on May 30th.
When you told your mother that you were going to war, what did she tell you?
Well, if so...
Speak as it is, with swear words.
Yes, no need for swearing.
Let's swear.
Well, then, fool.
Now tell me the truth.
Idiot. Dumb, why did you go? What do you need there? Stay at home.
And what did you tell her?
I've already said everything made a deal, everything will be fine, everything is good. Repair shop, what difference does it make here or there?
And what did she say?
Nothing, she waved her hand and that was it. A grown-up boy, she is grown up too, why should she worry again?
And what about you?
Nothing.
In short, what do you think? Right here in the comments. So... now we'll find out who she is. What did she do for a living?
Nurse, and she is still working.
How old is she?
1966 born.
1966.
Hello?
Hello. Do you know me?
No.
Both bad and good. Okay. My name is Dmitry, I'm a journalist. From Ukraine. Do you know such a country?
Yes.
Good. Your son is in captivity. Do you know this?
No.
How come? Where did you think?
I was not aware of that before
What
this
did
day.
they tell you? Where is he?
Possibly died.
Well, for an idiot, he looks normal. I will tell you so. Anyway, okay. If you want to talk to him, I need your consent to record and publish the conversation.
What will you do with this publication?
I'll record it first and then publish it on American YouTube.
For what?
Well, I want to.
And if I don't give consent, what?
Then I'll hang up and that's it. Let's do it again. If you want to talk to him, I need your consent to record and publish the conversation.
I agree.
Fuck. I saw that she might refuse, but in short,
Faster.
well, of course. Look at me. You don't say where you are and you don't say who you are with. In captivity. You can list only dead people if you know someone. Okay?
She's not interested.
She's not interested in this. She doesn't know me. If she was interested in where you are, she would have written to me. But she didn't write to me. How long have you been like this? 5 months you're here.
Thieves. It just passed 4.
Dmitry, are you a Ukrainian journalist?
Yes.
How should I have writing to you?
In letters.
Do I know coordinates?
Dmitry, you just don't understand what's going
Why
on.
is it a case, and what is the trick?
I'll explain a little later.
Oh, well, but her phone is American. And she has WhatsApp.
The phone
Okay,
is
here you
Chinese.
go.
Hello.
Hello.
How are you? Alive and well?
What's happened?
I'm in captivity. In captivity. Everything is fine.
What's happened? I'm in captivity.
How are you doing? Is everyone alive and well?
Alive.
Everything is fine. I'm alive and well. I'm fine, you see?
Maxim, why that? Why did this happen?
Everything is fine. Calm down. Now, have you contacted the unit?
Of course, every day.
What did they say?
They are looking for you, that you died.
Mom, they knew exactly where I was. Okay, calm down. I'm fine. The main thing is that you're all alive and well.
When will you come home?
Mom, I don't know when. I'll come someday. Now at the most... No, calm down. Everything is fine. They feed us here. Everyone supports us. Everything here is in accordance with the Geneva Convention. Mom, don't cry. You should be happy. In Moscow, they knew that I was a prisoner of war as already as the 9th June.
Well, what about Nail? I'm talking to Nail. Huh? On July 9th?
June.
July? The paper arrived saying that you died.
And when did it arrive?
June 25th. From June 7th that you were wounded, possibly killed. In the red direction, ended up under mortar fire.
Even so.
They wanted to kill you.
Okay. Maybe they gave some kind of medal.
No, son.
Oh, they didn't.
Nothing about that.
Oh.
The group retreated. The group retreated and you therefore remained there.
Okay, Mom, that's all just poetry. I am alive and well.
Didn't they bury you by
Oh,
any
Mom,
chance?
didn't they bury me?
They made a DNA test, but there was no identification.
Okay, I got it. Okay, calm down. I'm alive and well. Everything is fine.
So it turns out that he died, right?
Yes, made DNA.
Yeah, right. This is what the living Apostol does. I'm talking about myself.
Under the mortar.
I wanted to ask her who attacked whom.
I don't get involved in politics. Forgive me, Dmitri, I was only concerned about my son. Who's doing what there? Please forgive me, but this is so dirty. It's such a... Forgive me, Lord. To whom war, to whom mother is closer.
Well, it seems like Maximka chose war because he went to war for the money. That's how it works. Well, we've already sorted that out.
Well, we talked.
Well, here's the question. When did you receive the information that he had died? What did you do?
Searching. We searched the unit in the phone, called the unit, wrote, asked help from volunteers.
And what?
Well, that's all for now.
And they didn't write to Nazi Apostol?
The evacuation is proceeding slowly.
Ah, you were expecting a corpse.
Yes.
Well, naturally.
Have you already bought a place at the market, at this one, at the cemetery?
No, there is no line there.
No queer. So, who attacked whom? Let's figure it out and finish this story.
I don't know anything about this. I'm a simple person.
Yes, you understand, simple person. Listen to me, simple person. Simple person's dying here for 2.5 years.
Both on your side and on our side.
And who started all this? That's what I'm asking. That's what I'm asking about. Your son, of course, just went to the money like a pauper. And for him, this is an opportunity to make money. He earned $1 million in 5 months. Because otherwise, he would never have earned that kind of money anywhere.
I can't tell you anything about this question. I'm not in politics. I'm a simple person. A simple nurse.
Listen. How many of you need to be killed so you started with politics? Let's do an actual experiment.
Which?
Something so that she starts to take an interest in politics. What do you think needs to be done to make her start
She's
to take an
probably
interest?
just scared.
What is she afraid of?
She works as a nurse in some municipal hospital.
Will they kick her out?
They can.
What a cool country have, dude. You went to die for it, you know?
Yes.
Just so there's money. Is more interesting to die with money. And here's a simple ordinary question arises. How many sane people did you say you had at the recruiting station?
Yes, not many. No more than 2 dozen.
Out of 100 people.
Roughly speaking, yes.
So who are you? Who are you? You see who is being held captive.
I see.
Are there any intellectuals there? At least one.
Well, I don't really communicate with anyone.
Because you're Russian, you can't even talk to yourself in captivity. You communicate. When 80% of alcoholics go to war, what does that mean? What happened in your life that made everything go so downhill for you? Well, this is the point. When? Understood?
Divorce.
So why did you get divorced?
Was away from home for a long time.
This is bullshit.
At home, of course, what do you do there when you're not working? There's nothing to do there. Alcohol, party, boozing, young. What else did I have then?
Cheated on her.
It happened.
And she knew this.
As far as I understand, she find out only after the divorce. Long after the divorce.
Your king say that you have a healthy society. Healthy?
Depends on what is considered healthy.
What do you consider healthy?
A healthy society means full-fledged families, decent work with decent pay.
Do you know many complete families where there were no divorces, where there were no adopted children, where they got married at 20 and still live?
3.
You have healthy society. King. He announced the year of the family. Did you know?
Every year something. Here the year of the child, there it's the year of the family.
Traditionally, a prisoner of war, that is you, addresses his own people. Should you go to war? Should I not go to war? What should I do? What should I take with me? If he wants. If he doesn't want, he says I don't want to.
I won't be able to say it properly.
Maximka says go and die. Critic, subscription, like and short, and these things. Be sure to write comments. Was it interesting? Was it not interesting? In short, ordinary people who are not interested in politics. Those who go to die for money, for a moron who... How many years has he been ruling?
Since 2000, if I'm not mistaken.
How many years did it turn out to be?
25 years.
25th year. How old are you?
38 full now.
38 minus 25, how many?
15.
Have you lived under others?
Under Yeltsin.
In conscious life, at 15 I think you're not into
No,
politics.
it only turns out under Putin. I was 18 there.
Your king is not a president, he is a Tsar. Figuring out?
Yes.
And you must be alcoholics. Uneducated. Driving into criminal cases, into administrative cases with alimony, with debts. Uneducated cattle. Then it's easy for you to rule. 3 green whistles. A whip from the prosecutor. And you couldn't hire a lawyer, right, to ruin this case? You couldn't because you didn't have the money.
You're right.
You were told later that you were deceived. I hope you were told. Or not. Well, someone else.
They didn't tell.
Didn't tell? You understand that you shouldn't have been charged with a criminal case. Smoke if you want.
Died under mortar fire. Stupid.
And what, who will win? I'm interested in this question. I'm asking it purely of the sports interest.
50-50, but there will be no winners as such.
What is 50-50?
Most likely you will take back what was yours originally.
What can't you do?
And we have command.
What comment?
It feels like the command has been given the order to bring back as few of us as possible.
Bad orders.
For us, yes. And your armed forces are good. Because we will soon be gone.